Shalom, shalom. Back for another quick live lesson. And first and foremost, as always, turn to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. And next, double honors to the head apostle / elder bishops of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of what we will hear or forbear. And today I'm just going to be bringing out a quick lesson. Speaking of the RFID microchip that's going to be coming out, that's going to be implemented upon the whole face of the earth, all right, also known as the mark of the beast, spoken of in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. All right, but first, before I get that, I'm going to get this Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16 going into how the words of the Lord that are found in this prophecy, that they're going to happen, all right? The Lord, he makes good on his word. It's Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16, and it reads, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, seek ye out of the book of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai," all right, which is the Bible, and read. It says, "No one of these shall fail." All right, so none of these prophecies that are found in the Bible. Okay, once again, the main topic of the day, which is that RFID microchip, World War III, the famines, all right, 2/3 being destroyed, okay, the Israelites waking up, all right, the wicked being in rulership, all these things have come to pass, all right, or getting ready to come to pass, so like it. Some of them have, some of them are getting ready to. It says, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail." All right, none of these prophecies are going to fail. "None shall want her mate." All right, meaning that the Bible, you don't need to back it. It doesn't need backup from any of these other false religions. You don't need to read the Quran or the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Okay, none of those. Only thing that you need to read is the Bible, the Bible. All right, verse let's see. It says, "From my mouth, the mouth of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, has spoken it. It hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them." All right, so when he speaks, when he brings out his word, whatever he says is going to happen, you can best believe that it's going to happen. He's going to make good on his word. All right, and he said that this RFID microchip is getting ready to come out, and it's going to be once again implemented across the whole face of the earth. All right, let's go. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13, and we'll read about that mark. Okay, it's also known. It's known as the charagma in the Greek. That's what it's translated from. The word charagma. All right, we're gonna read a little bit about it because this is a very important prophecy that you Israelites need to know about. All right, you need to keep this embedded in your mind so that when it comes, that you know not to take it. All right, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, it says, and he, that's the elites. All right. The elite banking families, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the Bloombergs, the Eisenhowers, all right, and he, the elites, calls it all meaning everybody upon the face of the earth, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And once again, that mark is going to be an RFID microchip. We're going to go into a cashless society, all right, and in order to buy or sell, you're going to need to have this microchip, all right, but if you take it, the Lord is going to destroy you. All right, so you need to, once again, be well versed in these prophecies, okay? Because as it says in Isaiah 33 and 6, that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation. All right, you got to have faith in these prophecies. You need to understand them, okay, and move on faith. The same way that Noah, he prophesied for 120 years. Nobody believed him. All right, that the flood was going to come and flood the whole earth. But based off of his faith, he built the ark and he was delivered. All right, so you got to have that same faith. So the same way that we're telling you, all right, the prophets of the Lord are telling you, hey, this is what's coming. This is the doom, the destruction that's coming, that RFID microchip. And if you take it, then fire and brimstone is going to be rained down upon you. All right. So the same way that Noah acted on faith in his time, the hopeful elect is going to act on faith, or the elect, Salakia, I should say, and we are of the hopeful elect, is going to act on faith in the time of at the hour of temptation. All right. So let's read that again. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark," all right, a charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have that RFID microchip, okay? And once again, you know, we're going to get that later. If you take it, there's going to be major consequences. You're going to have fire and brimstone rain down upon you. The Lord is not going to deliver you from the ICBM nuclear missiles, all right? The intercontinental ballistic missiles that are going to create the lake of fire when they hit this place. All right, let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. Let's get that right quick. All right, here we go. Let's see. Habakkuk chapter 2. All right, here we are. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. All right, meaning that we make it plain and easy for you to understand. All right, there's no games, no gimmicks. It's not ambiguous. We're telling you exactly what the mark is. All right, we're telling you exactly what the charagma is, the mark of the beast. It's going to be an RFID microchip. All right, it says, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right, it says for verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right, so the prophets, they seen these things, okay, according to the visions that the Lord gave them thousands and thousands of years ago. All right, they're for an appointed time, and shall speak and not lie. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So, you know, these prophecies, everything that was written in these prophecies is going to come to pass. All right, and we see that, you know, we see that the Lord, he makes good on his word. Did he not say that the wicked would be ruling? All right, we see that. Did he not say the Israelites will wake up? We see that. We even see, you know, it's very apparent right now that this is the way, the direction that the world is going. Okay, once again, everything's going to go digital. They're going to get rid of cash, and everything's going to be done by way of the microchip. All right, and they're building the technology for it now. We already really use it. They're just trying to find a way to implement it into the human body, because it's really on our phones already. When you go and you scan your phone over that the scanner, that's the same technology. They're going to try to put it, like, once again, into your right hand or in your forehead. Okay, and that's and it really could be anywhere in your body. Just want to say that too. It might not, you know, that's just the main places that it's going to be. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 55, and we're going to get verse 11. All right, Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. All right, and did the Lord not speak it and say that this was going to come to pass? He says that when his words go out, they shall not return unto him void. All right, it says, but it shall accomplish that which I please, because this is the Lord's will. This is all part of the of going through the fire for the 1/3 for the elect. This is all part of their chastening. Okay, the Lord disciplining them. Okay, they have to be tested and tried. All right, it says, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing wherein I sent it to. So, like, whereto I sent it. All right, so, you know, the Lord's word is once again, we read that earlier, Isaiah 34 and 16. And when he speaks it, he speaks the word, and his spirit goes out and gathers and makes it happen. All right, so you can best bet that if it's written, that it's going to come to pass. All right, once again, we already see the writing on the wall. All right, let's go here. It's all part of the Lord's will. This is part of the discipline and the chastisement of the elect. Okay, purging them of their iniquity. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath. All right, and who is the devil? That's Esau, Edom. Okay, who is the so-called white man today? And their elites. Okay, the illuminated ones, the light bearers. That's what the word Lucifer means. It means the light bearer. Okay, the illuminated ones. Those, once again, those are the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the Bloombergs, the elite banking families. All right, it says, woe, meaning destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, Esau, Edom, is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So this implementation of this microchip, all right, this is part of his plan. All right, he's going to try to destroy as many Israelites as he possibly can, And unless you understand the prophecies and what's really coming, then you're going to fall victim to his devices. All right? So we just got to be mindful of that. Let's, now, I'm going to go back to Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. Okay? And it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, and he is the elite banking families, Lucifer, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and that mark, the word for that is charagma. All right, that's the Greek word, C-H-A-R-A-G-M-A. All right, that's the Greek word, charagma, and that means an implanted device, okay, or an engraved image. So it's going to be physical. Now here in Ezekiel chapter 9, we'll go there next. In Ezekiel chapter 9, you have another word. That is translated into mark, but that word is the Hebrew word dawah, and that means the mark of salvation. So you have two different marks spoken of. All right, really even more than that. But when it comes to salvation or damnation, you have two different marks. All right, you have the charagma, which is Esau Edom's mark, okay, and that's going to be a physical thing, and then you have the dawah, okay, which is the mark that the angels are going to give to the elect. All right, and we're going to read about that right here. This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse, Ezekiel chapter 9. All right, Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 3. And the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub whereupon he was to the threshold of the house, and he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, people from the place. Okay, it's windy out here. So good. Thank you. Fix that right quick. Back, so. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, Salaki. So, back to Ezekiel chapter 9. I'm going to read verse 4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, which is a people before its place. Okay? Jerusalem represents you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Actually, matter of fact, let's get that, and I'm going to hold this. We're going to get 2 Chronicles 6 and 6. All right, it tells you that Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So let's get that right quick. 2 Chronicles 6 and 6. All right, right here. It reads, but I have chosen Jerusalem, that my name might be there, and have chosen David to be over my people, Israel. So Jerusalem is a place, Jerusalem is a people, and Israel is a people. So I'll wait till this madness goes by. Let's get back to reading the word. 2 Chronicles 6 and 6. But I have chosen Jerusalem, that my name might be there, and have chosen David to be over my people Israel. All right? So once again, Israel, Jerusalem, people before it's a place. Okay? Now, going back to Ezekiel chapter 9, it's going back into the mark, all right? There's two words for mark. You have charagma, which is the mark of Esau, Edom, the wicked. That's going to be a physical mark, okay, an implanted device. And then you have the Dawah, which is the mark of salvation that the angels are putting on the elect as we speak, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get that. So Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right? That mark, once again, that's called a Dawah in the Hebrew. It says, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him to the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. All right, so that is the mark of salvation. It says, come not upon any man that has the mark. All right, that's the Dawah. It's a different mark than what Esau, Edom is bringing. All right, it's the mark of salvation. I just want to get that. Now let's go back to Revelation chapter 14. And in Revelation 14, we're going to read what happens to those who take Esau, Edom's charagma, right? Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. And it reads, and the third angel, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, all right, the beast is the revived Roman Empire, and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead, or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Father Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, so if you take that mark, it says you're going to be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. And once again, the Lord makes good on his word. All right, so you got these false prophets not telling people what the mark is, telling them that it's sin, sleeping with a white woman, an embargo, all these different things, which makes no sense. Okay? Once again, you go into that word charagma, it means an imprinted mark. All right? That's what I'm looking for. Imprinted mark, or a device that they engrave inside of you. All right? But it's physical. Okay? It's an actual physical mark, which is going to be that RFID microchip. But then you have the spiritual mark, the Dawah, which is the mark of salvation, all right, which the elect is going to receive because they're going to remain faithful and hold fast against the schemes of the devil, all right? So you have to know this, because you have to know what that mark is, what it's going to be, and you got to be watching the signs of the times to know exactly when it comes out, because if you take it, it's not going to end up well for you. We just read that. I'm going to read that one more time. Verse Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, so this mark is no joke, okay? This mark is no joke. And Revelation 14. And Esau is going to threaten you at Revelation 14, 9 and 10. And Esau is going to threaten you with that mark, all right? He's going to say, if you don't take that mark, then he's going, you're going to be imprisoned. You're going to go, concentration camps, whatever. All right, you're going to starve out. All right, these are, but you can't get weak. That's why the Lord calls it the hour of temptation. I think, let me find this. I think it's Revelation 3 and 10. Let me see, I'll find it real quick. Yep, here it is. All right, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right, and that hour of temptation represents when Esau, Edom is going to bring out that RFID microchip. All right, the Lord says because we're keeping his word now, he's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. He's going to give us the strength to not take that microchip when the rest of the world takes it. All right, it says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which will come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right, so if we keep the faith now, we keep the works of the Lord now, he's going to put the Spirit on us to endure and to not take the microchip with the rest of the people of the world, you see? All right, let's go to Revelation chapter 15 now. Let's go there. Okay, we're going to read about the elect who escapes from the mark. All right, we're going to start at verse 1. I'll wait till the train goes by. All right, Revelation chapter 15 and verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels, having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh. All right, and we just read in the chapter before that, Revelation 14, about the anger of the Lord, fire and brimstone, that the nuclear missiles, that is the final plague that's going to come upon the face of the earth. All right, particularly the daughter of Babylon, which is America. All right, so the 7 angels have put out the 7 plagues now at this point. It says, I'm going to read that again. Revelation 15 and 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of God, Yahweh. Verse 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. And that sea of glass represents the chariots. All right? The chariots that the elect is going to be beamed up in. Those are the vehicles of our salvation. All right? Lord willing, we be at that number. All right? The sea of glass represents the chariots. The floor is going to be transparent. You see? So I'm going to read that again. Verse 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. And that fire, we're going to be watching the missiles hitting this place. All right? From the safety of the chariots. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark, the charagma, those that got the victory, meaning you did not take it. Those are the ones that's going to be delivered from the nuclear missiles. All right, the ones who did not take that mark and kept the works of the Lord. It says, got the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name. Stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of God. All right, so they're rejoicing because they escaped the condemnation that the world is getting ready to face in World War III by this ICBM nuclear missiles. All right, verse 3 it says, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song meaning his doctrine, the law, statutes, and commandments, and the song of the Lamb. Okay, meaning having faith, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. All right, so the elect is going to keep the works of the Lord. They're going to follow the Bible, the whole of the Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, to the best of their ability, and they're not going to take that RFID microchip. Okay, they're going to be delivered from the schemes of the wicked. All right, they're going to be delivered from the ICBM nuclear missiles, all that. The Lord is going to put the Spirit on them to endure during the hour of temptation. All right, now I want to get this right quick. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 65. Let's go there. I've got a few more scriptures. I'm gonna wrap it up. Isaiah chapter 65, and this is from the Lord. Okay, when the rest of the world is starving out, the elect, those who kept the word of the Lord's patience, all right, who did His works unto the end, all right, they're gonna be in good case. The rest of the world, they're gonna be suffering. Let's get this Isaiah 65. Let's see in verse. Let's see. Isaiah 65 and hang on, Slocky, bear with me. Let's see, where was I at? Oh, here it is. Isaiah 65 and verse 13. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. All right, so in the hour of temptation, when Esau comes and says, if you don't take that mark, you're not going to eat, everybody's going to start taking that mark, but Lord willing, we're going to hold fast. We're going to say, no, we're not taking that, because the scriptures, the prophecies say not to take it. All right, and then, see, the way Esau get down, he'll probably have to take that mark, and he still ain't going to give you nothing to eat. But then, see, the men of the Lord who stood strong, the men, women, and children of the Lord who remain strong, then the Lord is going to make sure they got something to eat. He's going to make sure they fed, all right? Verse 13, we'll read that again. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Because you're going to know when that time comes that you were the ones who took that mark that you weren't supposed to take. You're going to be ashamed, but we're going to rejoice because we escaped it. Verse 14, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart. but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. It says, let's see. Okay, I guess that's it for right there. I'm going to get one more scripture and I'll wrap it up. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 33. All right, but the Lord, he promises that for his servants, that, they're going to, when the rest of the world is in chaos and they, crying and all kind of evil is happening to them, he's going to preserve his elect. All right, it's Isaiah chapter 33. Let's get this. Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 14. It says, the sinners in Zion are afraid. All right, the sinners in Zion, those who perpetually break the law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to be in terrible, terrible fear when the hour of temptation comes. All right, when chaos, destruction, World War III, rumors of wars, the famines, everything, when all this stuff pops off, race wars, class wars, civil wars, you're going to be in terrible fear, the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, it says, the sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness has surprised the hypocrites. Because these people, they're proud as hell right now. They don't think that anything is ever going to happen. They don't think this system is ever going to get taken down. So they're very proud. You see? So they're going to be in full-on shock and surprise when the evils multiply upon the face of the earth. It says, fearfulness has surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? So that's their lot. Okay, they're going to be burned in the nuclear fire. Who amongst us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? 2/3. Now listen to this. This is the elect though. It says, he that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly. All right, this is the elect. He that despiseth the gains of oppressions. All right, we despise the gain of Esau, Edom, murder, rape, robbery, all the theft and stealing they've done across the face of the earth. We despise it. See? Let me read that again. Isaiah 33 and verse 15. He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly. He that despiseth the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hands from holding of bribes. All right, you can't pay us off. Okay, we're not taking no money. We just out here preaching because we love the word. We love the truth, 100% truth according to the Bible. It says that stoppeth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing evil. Verse 16. It says, he shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him. His waters shall be sure. All right, so the Lord is going to make sure that that man, the elect man, who speaketh uprightly, who walketh righteously, you see, that's doing the work of the Lord said that bread shall be given him, his water shall be sure. So in the hour of temptation, as we read earlier, the Lord is going to keep his elect that kept his works. All right, they're going to be strong against the schemes of Esau, Edom, the wicked. All right, so actually, I'm going to close out with that. With that being said, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, wherever you may be scattered across the four corners of the earth, the four winds of heaven. As always, turn to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash, and double honors to the head apostle / elder bishops of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim and Akwaf. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of what we'll hear or forbear. All right, and this has been another episode, another live street preaching on the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. All right, remember, stay focused. All right, we're almost at the finish line. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom.